Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Shelly and today I'll be cooking stewed pork with butter beans. For my ingredients, I'll be using some pork shoulder that is already cut into bite-sized pieces. I have also went ahead and washed these pieces of pork with some water and a little vinegar. For my powdered seasoning that I've already combined, I'm using Lawry's seasoned salt, Maggi All Purpose seasoning, Gaia Adobo All Purpose seasoning, Creole seasoning, black pepper, and some Mrs. Dash. I'll be using some green onions, white onions, garlic, pimentos, ginger, and some pieces of thyme. Next, I'll be adding the seasoning to the blender. Let's add a little water. Now I'll just cover the blender and I'll just blend. Now I'll be adding my powdered seasoning to the meat, and guys, after adding these seasonings you do not have to add any salt because these seasoning contains salt. Following the powdered seasoning, I'll be adding a little of my Grace Jamaican browning. And guys, if you do not have any browning, you can go ahead and use some soy sauce. Or you can also burn a little sugar in the oil before adding the meat. Last but not least, I'll be adding my blended seasoning. I have added a little extra water to the blender because I wanted to get out everything. Now I'll be rubbing in all these seasonings. I think I have massaged this enough. Now I'm going to cover it and leave it to marinate for a day. Guys, remember, the longer you leave the meat to marinate, the better it tastes. I am about to start cooking, so I'm just teasing up the meat a little just to wake up the flavor of the seasonings. To this pot that I have on the stove, I'll be adding about a teaspoon of vegetable oil. I'll just allow the oil to preheat. Now that the oil has been preheated, I'm adding the pork. I'll be adding everything, including the liquid from the blended seasoning. I'll allow the meat to brown for about 10 minutes before covering the pot. While browning, I'll be checking on it occasionally. Guys, my reason for browning the pork is to partially cook the surface. Browning also gives the meat a nice color and flavor. Now I'll be covering the pot. Guys, let's check and see what's going on. So guys, we're stirring the pork because we do not want it to start sticking in the bottom of the pot, and also we want it to be evenly brown. Now I'll be adding some water. Let's just cover this pot and allow the meat to cook, but while cooking we'll be checking on it occasionally. Guys, let's check and see if this meat is cooked. Guys, as you can see, the meat is cooked because I stick a fork in a piece of it and it run right through. Now I'll be adding some extra seasonings slash vegetables to the pot. These will enhance the flavor of the meat. Now I'll be adding some ketchup. Following the ketchup, I'll be adding some large butter beans. Following the butter beans, I'll be adding a teaspoon of brown sugar to take away the tanginess of the ketchup. And I'm adding the sugar for flavor, not for sweetness. Now guys, let's taste to see if this pot need anything else. Wow, it tastes perfect. I'll just cover now and I'll leave to simmer on low to medium heat for another 3 minutes. Guys, I was just thinking I need to add something a little more colorful to this pot, so I'll be adding some bell peppers because you know some of us like to eat with our eyes. I'll just leave this to simmer for another minute. Stick around, I'll be right back. Now guys, this is my stewed pork with butter beans. Remember when you're cooking to always cook with love and your food will look and taste delicious. As always, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and for those who haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel.